meteorologist Hunter Ward coming to you December 21st. We are watching a very dangerous cold front, I guess is what I would call it. Coming through, watching the chance for some ice late tonight and into tomorrow morning, and then the chance for a little bit of snow for the lower elevations, a couple inches for those that live above 3,500 feet in western North Carolina, and a flash freeze will be possible as temperatures drop from around 35 degrees at midnight to around 5 degrees early Friday morning. Let's go ahead and turn around to my screen. Want to thank Farm Bureau Insurance of Buncombe County over on Lester Highway. Our featured agent today is Relina Eckley. Really appreciate those folks, and we also appreciate CP Cruz and Company, our trusted tax professional and accounting needs. You can call Adrienne. She can handle all of your needs. Those links are all on the website. As we look around town, and right here I got the live camera for the downtown Canton Better Homes and Gardens. Pretty sunny day around town. Better Homes and Gardens Bryson City camera there as well. Light clouds in the atmosphere, but nothing too crazy on the downtown Asheville Grimes-Tice-Anderson camera, and the BannerElk.com live camera up there looking down at Banner Elk. Looking around the area, though, nothing too crazy. Lynn Freeman Bush camera on Hands-On Museum there in downtown Hendersonville. We've got the Marthaler Jeweler camera here out in Fletcher, looking at Hendersonville Road. So looking around at the cameras around the area, Haywood Community College, or Haywood Farm Bureau Insurance, up Dutch Cove. Pretty clouds around the area. So all of these cameras, you can find them live on AshevilleWX.com/WNC webcam. So let's go ahead and get into the weather, what the weather is showing. So mentioned there in the beginning about the potential for some freezing rain. Let's run this model out. I'll show you. These models are kind of honing in on a little bit more significant chance early tomorrow morning, late tonight. As I kind of run this out, you can see here's 11 p.m. tonight. We'll have some showers showing up, and temperatures will be right around freezing at the surface. That could create some isolated icy road situations in and around. Really, we're looking at the Blue Ridge Escarpment here, talking about Hendersonville, Brevard, Horseshoe, Lake Lure area, Banner Elk even, Blowing Rock. All of those locations right along that Blue Ridge Escarpment. We've got a high pressure that's going to be funneling in. A little bit of cold air right there at the surface, and this will make for a little bit of a dicey situation as you head out Thursday morning for hopefully that final day of work before Christmas. You can see as the morning progresses, we'll get a warming that occurs as that warm nose kind of moves in. But some of these models are really showing this ice and the potential for it. Now, does that actually come to fruition? This is just a model forecast, so not exactly sure. But there's some concerning trends here on these on the freezing rain, precipitation models. Look at that. Gosh, some of these are showing like 5.5, 0.6 inches of freezing rain. Like Black Mountain area could get, a decent bout of freezing rain here that could even get on the roadways and create some problems. So be mindful of that as you're moving around the area early tomorrow morning. Watch for that. We could have freezing rain that is accumulating really south and east of Asheville. Not really showing too much happening downtown, but I do think as you travel south on I-26 and east on I-40 that you could get into some really dicey conditions as you get into Old Fort and or McDowell County, Rutherford County, Polk County, even and you can see here Henderson County. A good bit of Henderson County could see some accumulation of ice. So be mindful of that. And then our focus will turn to the front that's coming through. So let's check this out. Let me switch to the preset models again. And I'll run this out. You know, little abysmal amount of snow could be possible early Friday morning, but you know, watch this front come through. It's going to be really strong. I'll show you the temperatures here in just a minute, but you know, the 3 km NAM is showing a little bit of snow early Friday morning between 3 and 4 a.m. and then that's kind of gone. But anything that does fall will likely stick. Any rain that falls will create a flash freeze type situation. And you know, it's going to be extremely cold. So let's show you what the temperatures do. All right. So run this out, it'll be decent today, then gets down to around 33, 32. That's where those dicey conditions set up south of Asheville. And then watch this front, it's coming. All day tomorrow, it may get into the 40s, but here comes the front. So as it arrives, you know, 2 to 3 a.m., the temperature just plummets, and we're down to like 6 degrees, 5 degrees by 10 a.m. 5 degrees at 10 a.m. That is wicked cold, folks. You know, your water lines are going to get tested. Hopefully, you're closing your crawl space vents today. You know, there's a little bit of preparation that needs to be done. Animals, you know, that aren't cold hardy need to be brought in for these type temperatures. You know, just those things that you need to just kind of take into consideration as we move forward into the next few days. You know, all these things, you know, as far as pipes bursting, things like that, these are the type temperatures where you hear about that happening. You want to make sure that the heat in your house, if you're leaving, that you keep it on, keep it at 71, 72. Make sure that your house doesn't get below freezing because you could have an absolute mess that sets up there. So just coming from a contractor's standpoint, be mindful of that as we progress into these colder temperatures. Does look like on Christmas Day we should recover above freezing, but it does seem like we'll be below freezing from around Friday morning until sometime Sunday during the afternoon. So 36 to 48 hour stretch of below freezing. Get yourself ready for it, Asheville, because it is coming and you will have to deal with these temperatures as we get. And I'll pull up the NAM because it shows us, this model doesn't go out that far, but the NAM shows us getting right at 0 around Saturday morning. So check this out. 1 degrees is what it shows. 0 degrees is what it shows. Anywhere with a little bit of elevation shows negative temperatures. So I bet that many of you could see negative temperatures, but a good bet below 5 degrees looks possible. The coldest night we've had in several years around West North Carolina. So be mindful of that. Make sure you got your heat on. Make sure those crawl space vents are covered. Make sure you've unplugged the hose or unscrewed the hose. Just do all those things that would create you having a bursted pipe. So check back soon. Make sure you let me know what temperature you're seeing. If you're seeing any ice, if you see any snow. Model showing around a dusting for the Asheville area and north. And for those higher elevation locations, I know some of you guys are tuning in above 3,500 feet. 2 to 4 inches with isolated 6 inches in those highest of elevations through early Friday morning. So we'll be extremely cold. So you've got to do the things necessary to get your house ready. Have a good afternoon. Check back soon for more information. Thanks.